Centuries of hatred, a war without end. No human could fathom it. Even after the fall of Baal-Zaron, the tattered remnants of the Shadow Legions battled on against the last of the undead lords. The Rune Guard had entered Fenmalain long after the Shadow Wars were over, led by Nud, the Lord of Reda. His ancestral foe, Ran, had survived the war, and now he sought him out. The dungeon was moribund, lifeless, soulless. It was an empty prison, a relic of an ancient war. The remaining shadows had no purpose except to die. Nud blazed a charge so bright the shadows all but faded from view. Have you ever seen death? Perhaps you have felt his icy touch, the point of a spear, the edge of a sword. Nud's death came as a shock to us all. We Rune Guard keep to the old customs, the ways of Isfar. We mourn our loss and beseech the gods to deliver the spirit into the next life. And then we continue. There are no songs nor eulogies. There is no wailing or gnashing of teeth. Death comes to everyone on Dareth. But you see, Asheron's magics have made death an annoyance. When death stops being fatal, well, it's hard to keep up the pretense. Nud returned to the fray in a matter of minutes. Of course, the life stones are a blessing, but there is something chilling about gazing into the lusterless eyes of a corpse, only to recognize them as your own. There are far worse fates than death. The Shadow Wars proved that. The crystal at the heart of Fenmalain was part of an array that had kept Baal-Zaron imprisoned for 3,000 years. The prisoner had already escaped, but the crystal remained. Ran was not to be found in Fenmalain. He remained a whisper on the wind. But now the Rune Guard had a new prize, the crystal itself. There would be no harm in destroying it with the Hopeslayer bound elsewhere, and the crystalline fragments could be used to fashion magical artifacts of great power. The crystal shattered into 1,000 shards. One of the last relics of the Shadow Wars was destroyed, and with it, some of the haunting memories of those years. Ah well, smiled Nud. Who wants to live forever?